I gotta get the bread and milk. I gotta get the bread and milk. They said snow! Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome to another video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Crimson Vow is here. We got a brand new set. I know Midnight Hunt just came out, but I'm really enjoying the fact that we have two sets now in the same setting, able to flesh out the themes. I'm an old school Magic player. I love blocks back in the day. Yeah, back in my day. And we got a cool one for you today. This is the deck that won the first tournament of Crimson Vow. And Croquis, Magic Streamer, Magic Content Creator for Team Liquid, ran a big tournament on literally like the first day. It was like the first or second day of the format. And Felipe Landim, hopefully I'm not saying that incorrectly, took down the whole tournament with this pretty awesome looking black-white control deck. Now, I'm a big fan of the black core here with Lolth, Spider Queen, Shambling Ghast, Eyetwitch, Meathook Massacre. I've been experimenting with adding white to it a little bit, but more of a creature-y side. This is more of a bigger Blood on the Snow kind of black-white control deck with some pretty cool new cards here. Now, the big one here is Edgar Charmed Groom, the other half of the Crimson Vow wedding. And it's pretty cool to see because Edgar is a 4-mana 4/4 that's a Lord for Vampires. So there are no other vampires in this entire deck list. So you might be like, well, why are you playing this card? I think that this card, honestly, is much more interesting for the backside and the vampire Lord effects. Lord effects kind of suck in modern day Magic. Creatures are so good by themselves, you don't really need to pump them up. So the real good thing here is this is just a 4/4. And when it dies, it comes back to play as Edgar Markov's Coffin. And that's an artifact that says, when you upkeep, make a token with lifelink, and put a counter on it, throw 3 more counters on it, transform it back into Edgar. So basically a 4/4 that will never die, and it makes a constant stream of 1/1 lifelink tokens, which is great. Honestly, if you've seen this deck in action before, decks like this is a really, really grindy board control, kind of make blockers and chump and drain life and just kind of grind you away kind of deck. Meathook Massacre is insane for that, because once the enchantment's in play, things die, you gain life, you trade off stuff, play Lolth, get some more counters, play Deadly Dispute, just keep doing your thing, you know? And that's really, really cool. It's really, really cool. So that fits perfectly into what Edgar's trying to do. We also have another new card here in Fellstinger, a card that I like a lot. 3 mana for a 3/2 Death Touch. You can exploit, which means sacrifice a creature, and if you do, draw 2 and lose 2, which is also an awesome way to keep drawing cards alongside Deadly Dispute. And Professor of Symbology here for a little extra learn action with, again, even more value. Sideboard's got Environmental Sciences, Necrotic Fumes, double Mascot Exhibition, and Confront the Past for its lessons. No Pest Summoning, which is a little surprising to me. And then Sideboard also has Crippling Fear for those creature decks, Duress, Go Blank for spell decks, and a Hero's Downfall, and a Soul Shatter to top it off. Mana base is Snow, Faceless Haven, Blood on the Snow, you get the idea. So, the deck seems super cool, and it's the first winner of the entire format, so let's see how it goes. First, we work from our sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Round 1, fight. On the play. Alright. So all killer, no filler. We have all the things, sacrifice things, and no creatures, but we can just keep this in, honestly. We have perfect mana. We have Fellstinger, we can just cast on turn 3. And obviously if we draw any creature that costs less than 3, we're very, very happy with our disputes and stuff, so we can keep this. This is fine. Not great, but also being on the play helps a little bit too, because we have a little more time to get things set up. Dispute here is, of course, both of a card draw spell, so it's kind of a ramp spell. So I can help ramp into Lolth a little early. Den of the Bugbear, Falcon Wrath, Pit Fighter. So a little aggro from our opponent. Draw land, not ideal, but we can make it work. Again, playing Fellstinger just as a 3-drop is not ideal, but a thing we can do. Definitely a matchup where things like Eyetwitch and Shambling Ghast and so on are really, really good. Looks like an actual black-red vampires deck. And they're going to Dread Fugue us, which is a discard spell. Take a card 2 or less. You can kick it to take any card. And They're going to take one of my Deadly Disputes, one of their only options. We're just going to play Fellstinger. I don't love it. They're probably going to kill it, but we'll just make them do stuff. Now, it's important to note we could have sacked the Fellstinger there to draw 2 and lose 2, but I think I'm interested in just trading here. Just trade. Keep blocking and trading. This is definitely a block and trade kind of deck, which is my kind of deck, honestly. And Florian Voldarian Scorn. Very, very good card. And we draw Vanishing Verse, which unfortunately does not kill that. So, kind of rough start to our game here. Things haven't lined up too well in our favor. That's okay. This card is very, very good. 3 First Striker. And then it can you can reveal cards for the damage you deal and get to draw some cards. So, the card's really, really good. Definitely got to get rid of that as soon as possible. Hopefully they play a card we can kill with this verse and not the 4/4 or not the 4-mana dragon. Cemetery Gatekeeper. Alright, so we're going to respond to this with our instant, just to make sure they can't choose instant. Doesn't target, which is interesting. And there's Eyetwitch, right on time. Draw our 1-drop on turn 5 when we're already casting Lolth. So Lolth might die here, but we got to make some moves. So with Blood in the Snow in our deck, also Lolth is pretty expendable. They have a full 5 cards in hand. Any burn spell can finish off Lolth, obviously. Only 2 black sources too, which is a little awkward. Oh my god, what a disaster. Vampire's Vengeance, 2 damage to each non-vampire creature. Main deck. Main deck. Usually it's like a sideboard card, so they get to kill my Lolth. Don't get to draw off of the Scion, but alright, so Eyetwitch, Deadly Dispute. This is all kind of okay. Play land here, say go. We can block with the Twitch, cast Dispute. Can even fire up Haven, honestly, and block with that too if we feel like we need to, if they fire up the Den of the Bugbear or something like that. Sack the Blood, discard a card. That blood came from the Vampire's Vengeance. One of the new mechanics here, blood tokens. Good way to not flood. Alright, sweet. So they're going to fire up the Den of the Bugbear here, which is actually great for us. So just make sure this is not summoning sick. What land did I play this turn? I feel like I played one of these Havens this turn. Hopefully it just gets it right. So we need the mana from the Haven, obviously. Alright, cool. Alright, so Bugbear, so we can block here and here. So we're going to sack the Eyetwitch anyway, so this is pretty good for us. Block like this, cast a Dispute, sack Eyetwitch. We lose a land, which isn't ideal, but we gain treasure. And we're just going to get ourselves a Mascot Exhibition here. Even though we need to draw a land to cast it, we're drawing 3 cards. So, Exhibition, we draw Edgar, tap land. They get to hit 1 card off their thing. They hit a Sorin, can't cast it, which is great. And we get to just keep on battling here. Shambling Ghast is a draw. It's actually a pretty good draw. So I can cast Edgar and cast the Ghast. Play land tapped. So now we have Exhibition available for next turn. We got the old Edgar train going. So if they kill it, we get the Coffin, start making blockers every turn, which is great. And obviously this can also block the Scion at present. So a little vampire on vampire violence here. Still 4 cards in hand. They're definitely firing on all cylinders so far this game. You know, our key cards, you know, Meathook Massacre, Blood on the Snow, Lolth, gonna need to show up eventually. Big tank here. Big tank. Charmed Groom. We're going to play a Voldarian Bloodcaster. 2/1, whenever another non-token creature you control dies, make a blood. I'm just going to say go. Just going to pump the brakes here. Cool. So they do have a flyer, and now they have a flyer plus this thing. We have a flyer of our own in the Inkling summoning token. And just ready to rock and roll, honestly. We could send Edgar in, honestly. We have the 4/4 to block the 3/3, the 2/1 to block the flyer. Did we just send Edgar? Let me just send Edgar. They're at 20. Board's pretty gunned up. Now, we also have the Haven, too. It's important to note when you have Haven in your deck, you can just, like, turn the corner pretty quickly. And, like, you can deal some chip shot damage. All of a sudden, you're just, like, bam, attack for 8 out of nowhere. So, are they considering a double block? That would be incredible for us. We obviously want Edgar to die. Poor Edgar. Poor Edgar. Alright, so that's dead. So you go. They still have 4 cards in their hands. A lot of cards. Let's have the Voldarian Estate. Make some blood tokens. Oh my god. This card's so good against us. Vampire Vengeance. Alright. I mean, I guess we get to kill that, which is pretty good. But now they get to attack with the Scion. We can't block. I guess attacking did not play around a second copy of Vampire Vengeance, but sure. So they get to hit, and they have 2 bloods too. It's a lot of cards. It's a lot of cards. Main deck Vampire Vengeance. I guess with blood tokens you can afford to just like play some flexible cards. You can just discard them. And the card is extremely powerful, obviously. You know, 2 damage to all of your opponent's stuff is pretty good. And upside. At instant speed. They're going to hit a land and play it. They have 3 cards in hand. Vampire Socialite. That's really bad for us. So that's going to pump up the Florian to a 4/4. Honestly, I think we're in Slam Jam mode, honestly. Just getting for 12 here. They have the Hive and this thing. We can't like really block this thing anymore. I think we just jam. We're definitely kind of the control deck. Oh, it's actually pumped because of the Edgar. That's funny. Alright, they go to 7. I'm just gonna play lands they go. They can get it for 9, but we kill on the backswing, so as I was saying earlier, you gotta get that chip shot damage in, so occasionally you'll be able to just fire away. Gift of Fangs. That kills us. What? They're not gonna kill us? They have lethal. Oh, I'm sorry, I have the Haven, never mind. So this is Menace, this is First Strike. This is Menace too. So I guess we could have trumped Stay Alive, but alright. No blocks. We go to 3. They look at the top 8 cards of our. Oh my god, this card's so good. So if there's a good card in their top 8, we're going to lose this game. Just another Vampire Socialite. Really? That's the best you can do? Alright, Vampire Socialite. They are still technically dead on board. If we fire up the Haven. Alright, now they're no longer dead. There's a Gatekeeper. So if we can draw our removal spell, we win. Also, something like Blood on the Snow would be great too, honestly. Or land. Land's cool too. Land's cool too. Yep, we're dead. So, I guess the turn we attack with our Edgar, and then we let them power class us for the second time. I guess we didn't play around that. But that's alright. Typically, these matches are pretty good for us. I mean, we were drawing to Blood on the Snow, Meathook Massacre there. Didn't draw either of those cards the entire match. Well, those cards are obviously really, really good. So, that's okay. We're going to bring in our 2 copies of Crippling Fear. And we're going to shave down on... Honestly, it's funny. Vanishing Verse is very good against them. They have a lot of multicolored cards. Like, a lot. I might just shave down on that. Soul Shatter, maybe? Cut all the verses. They don't want to cut all the verses. They have some things we can target, you know? I could see Felsinger not being super great here. Just dies to Pyroclasm. Causes us to lose life. Wouldn't mind getting the Soul Shatter in, and maybe the Hero's Downfall. Maybe we shave, like, a verse, and we'll shave, like... Professor maybe. Definitely don't like the idea of just getting Pyroclasmed over and over and over again. So let's just shave down on that effect a little bit. Again, magic like this are usually pretty good for us. Meathook Massacre, Blood on the Snow, didn't find any of those that game. On the play. And our hand is passable. Old Man Edgar. Sam's got a lot of the good stuff. Blood on the Snow, Lolth, Edgar. Professor can go find herself with sciences. Get a land. Ridge, Eyetwitch. Pretty good. We can go Professor. Get sciences. Next turn we can go sciences, Eyetwitch. Swamp, Socialite. We also draw Swamp. Great, honestly. So this thing has Menace, but I can block with the Eyetwitch, which is pretty cool. So let's sciences. Isn't really a reason to get a planes. Our only white cards are. Because we could end up casting 2 white cards at some point. Alright, I'll get a planes. So I'm gonna play a Swamp, obviously, but play Eyetwitch, so go. Pretty happy to attempt to double block here on the Menacer. Again, we're a blocking deck. Obviously, we want both of these to die for value anyway. So we got Edgar next turn, and I don't think they have a way to exile Edgar. We're gonna play a Voldaren Bloodletter and a Falcon Wrath Pitfighter. So you can see how well our crappy creatures line up against all these crappy creatures. So our creatures block for value really well. All right, so we have blocks lined up all over town. Play Edgar and just say go. All these random X1s against my Eyetwitch and Professor of Symbology. Pretty good. Pretty good. There's the Scion. Scion is good. But realistically, their attacks still aren't great. You draw an Infernal Grasp. Okay. It's funny, we could dispute away the Edgar and just get the ball rolling on that. Which honestly isn't that terrible of an idea. And if we're going to Blood on the Snow at some point anyway. I also want to make land drops, which is really important. We can grasp the Scion, which is pretty important. Yeah, I think we're just going to attack for 4 and then just sacrifice the Edgar, which is kind of cool. Alright, so dispute this. Comes back as the Coffin. We draw a land, which is great. Play land and say draw another Edgar too. Pretty cool because you can have both in the battlefield, which is kind of nice. And then we just say go here with Grasp and Verse up. Very happy to grasp this Scion, make some blocks, start getting the Coffin going. We have Lolth if we want it next turn. We have Blood on the Snow. We draw actually Blood on the Snow anyway because we have the thing. Though I'd like to get some value out of the Blood on the Snow. Blood on the Snow is only really good if it brings him back. So smashing for 1 and 1. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna give that to them. That's not too bad of a play, but that's right. Let's kill this. Take a whole bunch here. Take a whole bunch. We get to go find a couple things here. I'm probably gonna want to get 1 Exhibition and 1 Necrotic Fumes. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. That thing already learned, which is fine. So Exhibition is great. So take a bunch. But now we're going to make a vampire token and some spider tokens. Eyetwitch.
You fight for me now.
I think it's interesting. We obviously want the 6 mana source for a Blood in the Snow, but Eyetwitch is pretty good here. We're just going to cast this. So if they have a Pyroclasm here, I guess the vampire lives, but that would be pretty devastating. Realistically, though, obviously Lolth dies, we have Blood and Snow to get it back anyway, so. I guess they didn't have the Pyroclasm. because that's a pretty dominating board. So you can see the kind of idea of a deck there. We just put a bunch of crap in play, make attacking really, really difficult, and then grind him down. So pretty cool game. Pretty cool game. We like that. We like that. That was sweet. That was sweet. We still had all these in our hand too. We still had Blood in the Snow in our hand. We still had a whole bunch of other stuff going on. That's pretty cool with the Edgar, where you can like have an Edgar in play and the Edgar's Coffin making tokens, and even if it flips, then they just switch, which is kind of cool too. So I guess if they kill the second Edgar before the first Edgar comes back, then one of the coffins will get sacrificed for a legend rule. But still really cool. Cool card. Cool card. Again, pretty cool. It's a Lord, but like it's much more of a standalone card than a Lord card. And the fact that it pumps the tokens is pretty cool also. Alright, game 3. On the draw, Shambling Ghast. We can keep this. It's not great. We're a little light on mana, but got Meathook Massacre and Blood in the Snow, some of our big cards. We have Verse, which may or may not hit stuff. Ghast is obviously very good against them. They have a ton of X1s. It blocks really well, so... Swamp, or not Swamp, whatever. Black Source. Dread Fugue. I mean, sure. I imagine they'll take the Ghast here. I think they Massacre too, I guess. That's kind of a cool interaction. That this Inquisition style card can take the Massacre. Alright, cool. We draw Edgar. You draw some lands. No doubt there. Socialite. Land. I guess we attack because we can't block. I would happily trade this if they block, so they go. Again, Vanishing Verse kind of awkward here. Good against most decks in the format, but the Ridge. Please play a card I can kill with Vanishing Verse. It's funny because if this could have chumped, I probably would have chumped. The Gatekeeper. It's a 3-2. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill that. I'm sure. Don't really care about the exile. We draw another Edgar. All right, so we really need to draw a land next turn. Pretty bad. It's honestly this is the kind of game where if we just draw Snow-Covered Swamp for the rest of the game, like every draw step for the rest of the game is Snow-Covered Swamp, I think we win. So... It might be the death of us. Might be the death of us. Now we're turned behind. Tough. Tough. Alright, thank God they didn't follow up there. Alright, play Edgar. Play tap land. And now we're leading into Blood in the Snow, which is good, I guess. We have blocks to Socialite. But not a rule spell. They probably have a kill spell here, though. We're at 11. Clock is ticking. Spider Queen's obviously pretty good here, too, though. Again, the Power Glass is actually just so good against us. It's unbelievable. That's the 2 damage sweeper to non-vampires. For my non-boomers out there. Pyroclasm has not been legal in Standard for a long time. It's like a classic Standard card. Alright. Really? Wow. They're out of bullets? That's incredible. Alright, so we have Blood on the Snow. I'm not really willing to just cast Blood on the Snow with nothing in my graveyard, so it's definitely a Lolth turn. Is there a reasonable way to play around the Pyroclasm? Not really. It's funny, second Edgar would just start the coffin going. But I think we're going to Spider Queen. Question is, are we attacking? So if they have the Pyroclasm, just can't block this anyway. I guess we are. I'm not feeling too good about this, honestly. I think we're probably just going to die. What are they thinking about here? Big tanks. Big tanks. Big 4, sure. Alright. Here's the big moment. Do they have the Vampire Clasm? Of course they do. Of course they do. Alright, so... Alright. Well, let's see if they can kill me or not. We do have Blood on the Snow next turn, so... This card's really good against us. Like... We're like all about like putting a bunch of crappy creatures in play. Alright, they're going to blood away a land. That's a good sign, at least. There's also a question here of will they kill Lolth or not. Lolths are back on 4 to make spiders, so... It's funny, we really want them to kill Lolth. This is great for us. So we just gained 5 life, and we actually wanted to put Lolth in the graveyard anyway. Alright, so we're going to Wrath, return Lolth to attack with this. I think we might have turned the corner here, folks. Blood on the snow. It's funny, we could return the Edgar before the ability resolves, but obviously not going to do that, so... Blood.
You reek with terror.
You reek.
Exquisite.
So trigger means they could kill these Lolth in some way if they had to way to like if they had a way to like shock it, we could make spiders, but I think we're in good shape now. Now that our hand's also Hero's Downfall too. They can obviously blood to improve their hand, but card's pretty good. Voldaren Bloodcaster. 2 in flyer, a lot of upside. Abrade the Coffin. Alright, touche. Touche. It's a classic. It's a classic. Sweet. We'll take it. Again, decks like this are usually very good against creature decks. Very, very good against creature decks. 1 and up. Round 2, rock and roll. Cool. Close to perfect. Some early crappers, and then the Spider Queen. Fill in the holes as we go, you know? Gonna lead on... I think Ghast that we lead on? Depends. No way to sacrifice just yet, but obviously blocking works. Attacking works too. Let's Swamp Ghast go. Tap land's obviously not ideal, but, you know, gotta fix our mana somehow. Gotta get those snow lands rocking for our Faceless Havens and our Blood in the Snows. Snarl. So I will say that typically the Kryptonite to these black sort of like blocky mid-rangey decks is Epiphany decks for sure. Because they don't really care about blockers or small attackers able to go over the top with a big spell. So we'll see how we fare here. Foretell, go. Let me draw a Edgar. So our curve here is reasonable. We have Edgar on 4, Spider on 5, but again, the more spell-based they are, the worse it is for us. If they're able to just kind of take their time, chain together their epiphanies and stuff like that, we are probably in big trouble. But we'll do our best. We'll do our best, and then we'll reach for the sideboard in game 2 with all of our Duresses and go blanks, and then try and hit from that angle. Shambling Ghast and Eyetwitch, ready to get in the red zone. Come on now. Here we go. Divide by 0, the Eyetwitch. What a ridiculous play. Okay. They must have really needed that environmental sciences. They were just scared they weren't going to play anything because obviously our 4-mana 4/4 doesn't affect the board the turn it comes into play. It's a much better thing to bounce than our 1-drop. I'll take it. Edgar, you and me, buddy. To the moon. To the moon. I might kill you at some point along the way, but you'll be back. You'll be back. Ooh, okay. Flip the script here. A little white mana. Alright, attack step. Here come the clowns. Divide the Edgar. Yeah, that's pretty good. So the question is, do we play Lolth or do we play Intro to Annihilation? Do we Lolth or do we Edgar Eyetwitch? I mean, they can intro to exile the Edgar. Yeah, we'll just play the Spider Queen. Puts enough bodies on the board where I feel pretty happy about it. Same amount of power. It's honestly more card power over 3 different permanents. While still putting 4 power on the board, which is pretty good, so... It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Deadly Dispute. Okay. So play Edgar. They know we have Eyetwitch, and I kind of want to leave this Dispute open. So let's play this. Some black. Play Eyetwitch. If I go to intro my Edgar, I can Dispute it in response and get the coffin going. Burn down the house. Killing Planeswalkers too is pretty gross. So it ended up being a lot worse. We played Lolth over Edgar because obviously we would have had the coffin in play already, but didn't know they were going to play Burn Down the House. We've got a real problem. Somebody here is secretly an owl. Who? That's the thing. We don't... It's a good vine. Or not vine, whatever. TikTok. Intro Annihilation, sure. So we'll pop off here. Pay the mana. Sack the Groom. Get our coffin. Draw 2 cards. Make a treasure. Another Edgar. Make a token. And another Dispute. Alright, so again, the clock is not as fast as I would like it to be. But we do have a clock. Now, if I play this like an Edgar, if they kill it, we're going to lose one of our coffins. But, I mean, what else are we going to do here, realistically? So, we have Dispute up. Nothing we want to Field of Ruin. I guess we could try and leave a Field of Ruin in case they play a Frost Giant land and cast Epiphany. We have blockers, though. It's fine, I think. Just get our tap land and play. There you go. Now you have a 2/2 Vampire. Edgar and the coffin. It's like the chicken and the egg. What came first, the coffin or the Edgar? It's like he was wearing an Edgar suit. Sciences, sure. So play Smashing as a land, then cast Sciences. Okay, interesting. So that's kind of scary because they need a lot of mana. So they probably have a Iteration and an Epiphany ready to go. Just gonna Dispute off the treasure for a treasure. Could sack Eyetwitch, I guess, and get Mascot Exhibition. Yeah, just like bad against like Divide by 0, Counterspell, Wrath Effect. Just gonna do this. Suppose they had Force Spike there. It'd be pretty awkward, but all right, cool. A lot of Vanishing Verses. A lot of Vanishing Verses. Play land. Attack step. I think we're going to leave back Eyetwitch. I'm pretty sure they're going to Epiphany and copy it next turn. And the Twitch can block one of the birds. Which is pretty important, I think. This is an attack for 6. Then it's 8 next turn. I guess it is taking a turn off our clock. But I just think they're almost assuredly playing Epiphany next turn. Why else do they play Shatterskull Smashing as a land when they already have like a bunch of lands? So I'm gonna leave back the Eyetwitch. Ooh, what is this? They're gonna cast Iteration now. So maybe it's a Demon Bolt. Fading Hope. Okay, I mean, that could have been. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. So bounce that. Bounce this. All fine. They burn their iteration too. 3, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Yeah, this is all pretty fine. Now they're just like down to not much. I guess they still could have iteration plus Epiphany. Alright, cool. So are we Reba still correct? Sure. So correct read. They get 2 turns. They don't have much else going on. Unless I can find another Epiphany. I'm going to verse one of the birds. It's not obviously ideal, but just like keep them from getting the board too big. I can block another bird. This deck does win with birds, so keep their bird count down so all their extra turns don't matter as much. They just foretold a card. 1, 2, 3. They are short 1 mana of iteration plus Epiphany. Alright, I mean, easy block. Don't want to verse another bird. The fear is... it's fun to do it. What else are we versing, you know? They play a creature land or whatever. We can block with the vampire. We're gonna get our exhibition. Could have gotten the reanimate Lolth, but I guess this is better. So, all right. So, probably taking 2 more turns here, but they attack for 1 and then 4 and 1 then 5 then 5. Still only 11. No, burn down the house. 3 tokens. 3 tokens. Okay. I mean, if they want to grind, I'm happy to grind all day. All right, so unfortunately our thing did come back. Oh, I think I miscounted the Edgar. I should have, maybe not actually. It doesn't actually matter. Yo, bro. I heard you liked Edgar. All right, we're just gonna jam. They can block all they want. So we're gonna wipe our board, which is fine. Play another Edgar. Should maybe I play the Mascot Exhibition? Didn't need to do that because this is dying anyway, so I screwed up. They do a 1 to each vampire, they both die. I'm gonna keep one of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. They have no creature lands. They have iteration of 1 card. Exhibition's fine here. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Alright. They have another Epiphany. Just never ends. Burn down the house again? Okay. This is getting a little awkward. Sure. I mean, we're just going to make a bunch of blocks, and a lot of things are going to die, but whatever. That 3 burn down the houses? It is. That's a lot of burn down the houses. Alright, I mean, I would love to draw some spells. So you run a lot of lands in these games. Play another Edgar. Say go. Do they have... I mean, I can't imagine it's an Epiphany, because, like, wouldn't they just copy the Epiphany, you know? Once again, still making a bunch of blocks. We're going to lose another coffin here, but whatever, I guess. Are we? Yeah, 3 things die. They can target this 3 times. That'll kill the vampire. Also, we're at 14. Those die. I'm going to keep this one. Still game 1, too. We still have our Meathooks and stuff in our deck. What is this Foretell card? It must be a counterspell. Like, what else could it possibly be at this point? That wasn't a bad draw.
Deal with this annoyance.
I think I'm cool to attack here. Play Haven. So you go. I've got 2 blockers, 14 to 13. They can kill the Haven if they want to, but whatever, it's fine. Targeting me? That's kind of sketch. Could have killed either one of my creatures. 12 to 13, and they have 1 devil in play. Why would they want to shoot me? Strange. Strange play. Bold strategy, folks. Let's see if it pays off for him. Make a vampire. Make an Edgar. Draw another land. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to smash here. Like, it's a pretty big attack. They go to 1. Play lands. They go. I think my opponent could have, like... What the hell is that Foretell card? What could it possibly be? It can't be Epiphany. They would have copied it like 3 times already. The 4th burn down the house? Wow. 4 burn down the house. Incredible. Couldn't be Demon Bolt. I mean, they would have used it. Couldn't be Saw coming. They probably would have countered something. I don't know. I do know I have this Faceless Haven, and I'm not afraid to use it. Not afraid to use it. You drew a lot of lands this game, too. 4 burn down the house. Rending Flame. It is a spirit, unfortunately. It is a spirit. You got me. Alright. You're up, I guess. And more lands than they do. Four burn down the house. Not enough. Needed the 5th burn down the house. 4 is not enough. Alright, so go blanks and duresses. We are going to want to cut down our Blood on the Snows are gone. Pretty easy. Infernal Grasp is gone. Shaven Meathook Massacre. We don't mind casting Massacre for 2 against them. And then honestly, it does mop up tokens occasionally. I can shave a verse here too. So we'll have Downfall. Is Soul Shatter better than a verse? I think so, because they could have a board in Goldspan Dragon. Sure, let's try this. Crazy game. Just burning down houses left and right. Just no regard at all for property. None. None at all. Hoot. Hoot, hoot, hoot. Remember, folks, the companion article to this video, as always, on CoolStuffInc.com. As always, video article Monday, written article Friday. Last Friday was 10 new brews. As always, brand new set. I always brew up 10 new decks. I play them on my stream. They go on my YouTube. And, of course, I write my article on CoolStuffInc.com. All about them. Grades for each deck. Prospects for each deck. My full thoughts on each deck. The full deck list for each deck. Check it out for last Friday's article. CoolStuffInc.com. And, of course, free content every weekday on CoolStuffInc.com. No paywall. Enjoy your content for free and have a good time. Also, when you want to shop, promo code Jim5, 5% off your order. And what do you get? You also get a free Jim Davis Goblin token. Boom. There I am. There I am. All right. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Jim5, promo code CoolStuffInc.com. Go get your sealed products for Crimson Vow. Get your singles. Get your commander cards. Get your board games. Get it all. CoolStuffInc.com. All right. Not an ideal hand, but we have plenty of white sources in our deck. We can keep this. Ghast, Duress, Haven. Good old Professor of Symbology. Good old Professor of Symbology. Island Go. Eyetwitch. Sure. Give the broken opening of turn 1 Shambling Ghast, turn 2 Eyetwitch Duress. Oh, you gonna bounce the Ghast? A little bouncy. Opponent really enjoyed bouncing my 1-mana cards last game. Will they have learned their lesson? Apparently not. Alright, sure. So again, Fading Hope is card disadvantage. They are now down a card. Tempo, yes. Card disadvantage, also yes. And now they've mulliganed on the play, and we're going to rest them too. So they're going to play Iteration after playing a land. Alright, our opponent's playing a little loosey-goosey here. And we're going to do our best to capitalize. Yeah, they got the land. They can't play it, though. I'm going to Duress them. If they have a second iteration, I want to hit it now. So, Duress them. Their hand is Epiphany, Divide, Smoldering Egg. They're pretty far from casting Epiphany, so we'll take the Divide by 0. And play Swamp, play Gas. Actually, I'm sorry, we're going to play the Eyetwitch now because we can attack through the egg. They have an egg. We have no way to kill it at present, but they're a little light on ways to flip it. Divide would have gone a long way towards flipping it, so that's a good thing that is gone for us. Love to draw a white source next turn. It's good thing these interactive game boards are here to alleviate the frustration of playing against slow opponents. Smoldering Egg is here. White source is here. Fantastic. Attack. White source. Professor. I think we're getting a Necrotic Fumes here. Get rid of this egg before it gets to do anything too nasty to us. It's important to note that Necrotic Fumes makes you exile the creature you control, not sacrifice. So we will not get the bonuses for the death triggers off of this. This balances the card out. Be really, really good otherwise, I guess. We'll sack our Professor, I think. Not a card you want to get Divide by 0 or countered, but we'll see what they do. We can also just, like, keep going wide. I don't know. They have a million burned on the houses, too. We'll see what happens. And what's going to happen is they're going to go back in the tank. Like a goldfish. Boop. And I said, what about... Alright, there's your... Again, they're splashing. They have these white... What do they keep... I don't understand what they're doing. They just keep playing it iteration after playing a land. They must just, like, not have played the deck before. Like... The best thing about iteration is, of course, you hit a land off of it and play your land and then draw a card. And they're just not doing it right. They're just not doing it right. Okay. We got Deadly Dispute, sure. I mean, we're going to Fumes here. Kind of want to sack the Ghast. I'll just sacrifice the stupid Professor. I was like attack first because it's the same thing anyway. And there's like a chance they don't block there, so I should attack first, but whatever. So egg is gone. Most important part. Hand's pretty good. Hand's pretty good. We got Spider Queen. We got alright, there's you can see. Alright, so yeah, seemingly inexperienced opponent. We'll take it. We'll take it. 2-0. Alright, round 3. We're cruising right along here. With Edgar. And Eyetwitch and Shambling Ghast. Love it. One drop dispute. Easy game. Rockfall Vale is here. Alright, so we're gonna play the Ghast. We can actually dispute double ramp if we really, really want to. Bard class. Ooh, we are in the spicy, a spicy space. We didn't draw a land, so we're definitely gonna dispute here. So we'll attack for 1, just say go. And have dispute ready to go. They're going to fire at the Bard class, and we can't Vanishing Verse that one, but they're not going to be able to do anything with it, though, so we'll see. Sack this. Make treasure. Draw cards. Cool. Could cast Lolth here. Which I kind of like, actually. Could play Edgar too, but I'll just get Lolth in play. Lolth's also a card draw engine too. Missed a land drop. Just get this ball rolling. Get this ball rolling. Spiders everywhere. Say go.
We will slay our enemies.
Bard class, definitely a fun card, but 2 mana for a Biguri, God of Storytelling. It's a 4/4. When you cast spell, add red. Oh, okay. Magda, Savella, Finn the Fangbearer, add a red. Say go. Alright, that was pretty good. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. We get to verse the Briguri and block some other stuff. We obviously have Blood on the Snow in our deck too, so let's draw a card. It's a Professor of Symbology. We cast spell, add a mana. I don't really know if we need to cast Vanishing Verse this turn, actually. We might actually just be interested in playing Professor and just casting a Sciences to keep our lands going. If we can ensure Blood on the Snow on turn whatever it's going to be. Yeah, I kind of like that. And obviously we don't care if the Spider Queen dies because we're just going to get back with Blood on the Snow anyway. So let's cast this. Let's go Plains. And just say go. Blockers lined up. They've got a motley crew of legends here. What's this card do? Target legendary creature becomes a god. And then sack Sanctum to put an intractable counter on a gods. Everything attacks the Spider Queen. So realistically, we don't need to block anything here. I am going to block the Outlaw just to kill it. But otherwise, I guess we could like block. If the question is, do we want to trade 2 spiders for Biguri? Don't need to block anything because this is going to die no matter what. So next turn is going to be probably, we'll see if we draw a land or not. I guess we'll just kill Biguri too. Oh. I don't know why this is a sorcery speed. Alright, whatever, sure. I screwed up. I thought this was a sorcery speed for some reason. I'm not sure why. They could pump the Biguri here and blow us out, I suppose. But that's fine. Whatever. They want to use their mana on that. So be it. Better than them pumping Bard class up. So things die. We're still at a healthy 21. We still have Blood in the Snow teed up. I mean, now they can make this thing indestructible. But I have said Vanishing Verse. Doesn't even matter. We have Fell Stinger. Do we want to dispute to guarantee that we'll have land number 6, or just play Eyetwitch and play Fellstinger immediately? Fellstinger is pretty appealing, I'm not going to lie. I also kind of want to verse up too, though. Yeah, we'll just go Eyetwitch, play land. Let's actually just verse this immediately before they get mana off of it. Now we'll wait. So we have dispute up and verse up. Blood on the Snow next turn. At a healthy 21. God of a Tree. At a red. I'm just going to verse this. I probably shouldn't let them get a red off of it. Whatever. That's gone. This is a god. This is a god. Cost 4 to do that. All these weird cards. I don't know what to do. So like they could like save their Asika now, because I kind of screwed up, I guess. I could have waited maybe, but whatever. I think this is fine. Dispute. Sack this. Explode counters my Planeswalker. Fumes. Exhibition. I think it's Fumes. Just like be prepared for like the next threat they have. Draw some mana. Perfect. Take 2, get a poison counter, sure. Get ready to fire up Blood on the Snow. They can keep the Asika alive by sacrificing the Sanctum. We'll see if they want to do it though. They want to pump Bard class up to Chapter 3. Yeah, they pump Bard class Chapter 3, which is pretty scary, honestly. Bard class Chapter 3 is or you cast legendary spell, exile the top 2, you can keep playing stuff. So it's a pretty crazy engine to have access to. But we're gonna see if we can't play through it, honestly. So fire up Blood on the Snow. Draw creatures, pay with snow mana, get back our Spider Queen, make spiders, and do I want to play a Ghast or an Eyetwitch here? I think I do. And I think I want it to be... Probably... I guess we can't... Yeah, we'll play Ghast. Play Ghast, they go. So they could pop off pretty hard here, but they could also just fizzle completely. So Asika, exile top 2. Ooh, that's pretty good. That was really, really good. Alright, they just keep hitting legends. All gas, all spells, no lands. There's a land in a bard class, okay. They're not stopping. Alright, we got a game, folks. We got to keep grinding. We have plenty of Blood on the Snows and Meathook Massacres in our deck. They're not going to cast those? They could have cast the Magda off the treasure. It's weird. Alright, let's drop this. Looking for Meathook Massacre or Blood on the Snow again. We got Edgar. What else do we have? Everything is Vigilance taps for mana of any color. They can double this thing's power. And this thing, whenever a wolf deals damage, they draw. Let's throw in Stinger. I'm trying to draw to Blood on the Snow or Meathook Massacre, so sack this. That's us. Make a treasure.
Do what I demand.
Meathook Massacre. Cool. So let's build up to the Meathook Massacre. Eyetwitch, Deadly Dispute, I suppose. I've already played a land this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I have not played a land this turn, right? Play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw land. I want to keep Lolth alive, too. This is fine. We'll just chill here. Just say go. Set up for a big Meathook Massacre next turn. You just keep killing all of our stuff, you know? Alright, they just drew a land, so they don't have a land... They don't have a legendary to keep going. They kind of just stop here, which is good. Everything attacks. Vigilance. Attacking creatures plus 1/+0, which is fine. Nothing has trample, which is the important part. They can activate Sabella, I suppose. But, whatever. This will block Sabella. Is Sabella a god? No. Block. I'm just gonna block everything. We're playing Meathook next turn regardless. Block the biggest toughness. All seems pretty good to me. They spin Sabella here. Okay. Oh, they're making Icy Manolith. Really? Alright. Oh, I misclicked. God damn it. I meant to sack a creature to the dispute, obviously. Right, that's fine. Whatever.
My will, a gift.
We're gonna learn... We could, like, discard a card here, honestly. I think I'm gonna discard a Spider Queen. We don't need 3 Spider Queens anyway. Draw Shambling Ghast. Awkward. We need a Meathook for 4. I'm going to sacrifice this. Obviously planning on drawing a land. We did. Day turns and nights. Now it's 6/6, but I can still do Meathook for 6, right? We got... Yep. And a mana. Double thing. Pump that. Yeah, so Meathook for X is 6. Wipe the board ski. Hello? Oh, that's you up again. Tyrite Sanctum is apparently too good for me. I can't actually process what the card does. Okay, so I screwed up. That's fine. There's definitely a value in playing a lot of weird cards in your deck because your opponents will not know what they do. They're going to get to whack us here with Tovar, which is not cool, but... so... Silvery Moon Ranger, okay. Wonder if we can just deck them. God of Kinship, okay. We have what? We have 2 Blood on the Snow and 2 Meathook Massacres left. We can make many, many blockers. Alright. Another Silvery Moon. Bunch of lands. They have 27 cards left. God of Kinship. Vigilance. Stops your library real or legendary card. This is Vigilance. First Strike. Reach. Gives something haste. What do they target? That's not in combat yet. Okay, so Vigilance Reach. This thing is could have been a creature. Play a new Silvery Moon. Exile Scottish Storytelling, Arlen Pax Hope. Still nothing has trample, so Fumes can have planeswalkers too, right? It can. This goes back to day. They can make werewolves. We draw Eyetwitch, 3, 6, 7, 8 mana. We can go Edgar, Professor, Ghast, Eyetwitch. Is there any one thing I need to kill? Needs to be a flash, make tokens. I don't think so. Just make a bunch of blockers. Like a bunch of blockers. Professor will get a Mascot Exhibition, right? Yep. And play Eyetwitch. Shambling Ghast. Edgar. And challenge you to attack me with your non-trampling creatures. Kinship can try and draw a legend too, so... But again, like, I feel like they're just going to deck. They have 24 cards left. I don't know if they can kill us. They've been through so many of the spells in their deck anyway, you know? They can play creature spells. They have bad flash. Each comes in. So I guess they can, like, pop off on our turn. But I think that's okay. Oh, this thing gives trample. This thing gives trample. Wolf Royal we control gets plus X. Okay, that's not good. So I should have fumes this probably. Attack with everything. Okay. Says nothing else is a wolf, right? So this thing can get trample. We're just making a ton of blocks here. First strike, vigilance. Yeah, like, just chump blocks for days. Don't want Edgar to die. Start making tokens? I think I do, actually. 4, 5. Biggest butt there. Jump here. Jump here. So, they can trample the Overlord. They deal a decent amount of damage to us. We're going to gain some. So they're going to lose some. They're not going to trample? Eyetwitch will get Confront the Past to kill their Planeswalker, I guess. It has no ultimate, right? Yeah. So they take 4. We make a treasure. Make many more spiders.
My power is subservient. Do what I do. Aren't I generous?
Land. They're out. Day turns night. A swamp.
You deal with this annoyance.
Fumes. This, sacrificing one of these. Play Exhibition. Just keep on grinding, you know? All day.
I will.
All day. Kinship, look for a legend. They found one. They already have it in play, though. Well, they can cast it, too, I guess. I guess they could, like, pop off, like, Sick Nasty here. But, like, without Trample, they can't really get through. They hit land and another creature. Crap. So, we, like, kind of need them to miss here. They have 21 cards left. Like, how many... They exiled so many cards to the thing. Bard class. They hit another Kinship and a Targnar. There's Silvery Moon. Meathook again, because they just keep putting legends in play. There's your Targnar. They get to venture again. They hit land Sabella. Alright, sure. They have 17 cards in their deck. And here's Sabella. They hit land. Okay. I mean, they can cast the God of Kinship just to, like, keep going. Not going to. So, back to day. Arlen's back to being Arlen. Nothing has trample still. Maybe I should have gotten the other exhibition, honestly. I don't know if killing Arlen actually matters. It's very expensive to actually kill Arlen. I think I screwed up. I should have gotten the exhibition. What a game so far. Jeez. Nothing has trample still. So block everything. Nothing's going to live, so whatever. Wait, what? Everything's blocked. Let's keep our 4/4.
My will cannot be denied.
One last point. It's dealt combat damage. Okay. So.
Subservient, we will slay.
Ultimating the
My power is for
Lolth doesn't really do a ton.
annihilation.
Yeah, not getting the exhibition might screw us, honestly. We might run out of blockers. Yeah, it might have been a pretty big mistake. We have Spider token. We do have enough blockers to block everything once again. Sabella. They're gonna pump the Arlen and go to night. We draw Infernal Grasp. Okay.
I bring my
Sure. So let's grasp the kinship right now, make them use it, and see what's gonna happen to us. They can pop this thing too. They have like a ton of ways to keep casting things. I just don't know if it's gonna matter, honestly. I guess we could hold grasp for the trampler if they find it. So just like spider, land. Spiders.
A gift in exchange for loyalty.
Spiders.
Come closer, little thing.
You have the Haven to block also, so we're not gonna bother casting this. Yeah, so I screwed up. I'd have a screw up getting this. That was just a mistake. Alright, say go. They could pop off here. If they end step get a thing, they can cast it and then play a bunch of things. And then get us that way, but another Targnar. Okay. Venture into the dungeon. Draw a card. Make it easy. Hit land. Whew! Hopefully this isn't also a legend. It's funny because they're close to just dying to my Meathook Massacre too. I just blocked so many times. Oh, nope. Alright, so that's the one we gotta kill. Cemetery Prowler? That's not a legend. Alright, we're gonna grasp that right now before they can use it for trample. Oh, oops. Target creature gets a counter, what does that do? It's tapped to make it indestructible. So now the score is 1-1. Now we both have not known what this card does. Cast the Prowler, sure. Exile a card from a graveyard, you got it. They have 8 cards in their library. They do have 8 attackers to my 6 blockers, but the wolf and the wolf aren't particularly like threatening attackers. They can't Savella. Goes back to day. What a ridiculous game we're playing right now. They draw land. Woo! And they can still kinship for a creature or Savella for a creature, but are we dead? 7s. That's all the counters. 10. Okay. I don't think we're dead. Maybe we're dead. Who knows? I'll just make my blocks and do my thing. Pick the large numbers, block them, and hope we live.
You win this round, but I'll be waiting.
Alright, so block. Big number. Big number. Big number. Big number. Oh, I get a life too. As long as this doesn't block the first striker. Big number. And big number. So right now, oh, nope, well, I missed a big number. This one's a big number. So right now we're taking 8 and 5. We should actually put, I'm going to block an 8. I should block one of the first strikers so we gain life first. Probably won't be relevant, but maybe. Yeah. Alright. Oh, they never mind. They lose life first, doesn't matter. Alright, yeah, I mean, here we are. I got nothing. I do love that we can draw Massacre or Blood of a Snow at any point, also win the game instantly. But go to 8. counters on Lolth. And they go to 2. So I think they're actually just dead. Because we attack with the Haven and the Edgar, and they just have to block both of them when they die. So Professor of Symbology. So if I should just fire up the Haven, attack with both, and they have to block. And their things are also huge that the blocks will make. Yeah. Otherwise, we can't survive the next attack, obviously. It's just too much. Maybe we can, actually. Professor. We have Professor and Exhibition and Spiders. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blockers to their 8 attackers. But they can end step and cast a creature, so he probably would still just die. So we should just try and kill them. So we attack with the Edgar and the Faceless Haven. They must block both. They will both die, and they will die to Meathook Massacre, right? This can put a creature as a god, put a counter on it. Okay, so if they're really, really smart, they can block the Prowler on the Edgar and then pump the Edgar so it won't die. The question is my opponent that smart? We probably have to find out. What's my sideboard? Exhibition. That's it for my... Yeah, I think that's really our only... Alright, so they didn't see it. So it's a pretty interesting play, honestly. So they could have saved themselves there, and then we would have had to like redraw into some other stuff, but cool, we'll take it. We'll take it. So Bard class, kind of a weird deck, because if they get Bard class in play, their deck looks like a modern deck. If they don't get Bard class in play, their deck looks like a good draft deck. So question becomes, am I willing to bring in Duress against them just to hit Bard class? We have no way to remove a Bard class otherwise. Fortunately, Vanishing Verse is a blind spot there. Vanishing Verse is pretty bad against them in general, because it doesn't kill most of their things. Probably going to shave those, actually. Hero's Downfall is fine. Soul Shatter's fine. I think I want like 2 Duresses. Bring like 2 Duresses, and want all of our Wraths for sure. It's 1 Duress. It's like literally never want to draw more than 1, but wouldn't mind one in my opening hand. How many lands we got? 24 lands. It's a little light. Yeah, let's do 1 Duress. I want the draw. Yeah, it's fine. A little weird, but like the first copy of Duress, I'm fine drawing. Hopefully draw it early, obviously. Ridiculous game, by the way. It's a preposterous game. This is a weird hand. We're going to keep it. Alright, I guess we're going to play Haven first, because I don't know if I want to go white or black on this yet. I'm going to go white if we don't draw Swamp. Or, damn it, Barglass. Come on now. Their deck is so good when they have Barglass and so bad when they don't. Get Sciences. I'll get our black. We got Blood on the Snow. Just going to play the Dire Overlord as a 4/4. Okay. Sciences. Swamp. Ghast. Go. Level up. We can obviously block into Blood in the Snow. The real Punisher is level 3, obviously, so... Gotta block, so they don't draw. Make a treasure. Hard cast Sabella, say go. Just Professor Dispute here, I think. And, Fumes or Mascot? Let's see if Eyetwitch also. Let's get Fumes. Prepare for future turns. And just say go. Plan is to block the Overlord and sack to Dispute. We have Blood on the Snow available for next turn if we want it. Nothing great to get back. Getting back a Professor is not the end of the world either, though. So, and just playing Lolth next turn is also a possibility, too. Would require a black mana, but... Value, value, value. Swamp, cool. Alright, that's pretty cool. Yeah, level 3 of Bard class is the really scary part, you know? So, without any mana generation right now, I think we're okay. If I Arlen for 2. That's scary. Make some wolves. Okay. Now it might be Blood on the Snow time. We Blood on the Snow and get back Professor. We're one short of using the card that can kill a thing. I play Lolth here, and then I guess I could play Eyetwitch also. I think it's a plus this thing and make things complicated for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Blood in the Snow. Pretty transparent attack here, but rats, they got us. We have kill all that, get back Professor, go get ourselves the kill Planeswalker card, and don't want to cast Eyetwitch this turn also. Not really. I think I want the treasure for next turn. Yeah, just they go.
Follow the enemy's thought. They're close.
They get to go to night here, but we also get to go back to day, so... Let's Professor attack Arlen and see what happens. Let's just start there. I would like to have a better idea of what they're going to have in play. So we're going to lose our Professor here probably, but... God of storytelling, sure. They could certainly pop off this turn, that's for sure, but... We Confront the Past, X is 2, and then play, like, Professor and Eyetwitch. Oh, it's twice X. I didn't know this card did. Jeez, look at me.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Yes, it does. Play Professor. Get Exhibition. And so go. Feeling in a reasonably good shape. They didn't play anything end step either. Wow, okay. I mean, now they're probably just going to go, like, land, go to Chapter 3, or we're going to get into a pretty crazy game again, but I think we're okay for that. We got Lolth, we got Fumes. We can go Lolth and Fumes next turn. If our so desire, we have Exhibitions out the wazoo. I don't always see a reason to block here. I think this is fun. Save my blockers for my Lolth next turn when I have Lolth in play. Cemetery Prowler. Okay. Kind of a weird card in this deck. We're going to exile my creature, so their creatures cost less. Okay. Shambling Ghast. Spider Queen. Tokens.
You could have such my will.
Do I even want to cast Fumes? I don't know if I do, honestly. What are we scared of on their board? Nothing. I'm not scared of anything on their board. Their board doesn't scare me. Doesn't scare me at all. I'm poking for one. So you go. Does make their costs now. They cost 1 generic less, 1 red less, and 1 green less. Okay. Whoa, that's a huge one. Alright, well, we did not see that one coming. And now I'm... Oh, I have spiders in play, never mind. I think we're okay. It's a pretty good turn. Pretty good turn. Two red floating. Prowler attacks. Got vigilance too? Huh. I know that. Everything attacks Lolth. I think I'm pretty down to keep Lolth alive here. We're going to block with everything too. So here, 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 here. Yeah. Obviously makes me feel dumb about putting my attack on my Eyetwitch, but
Subservience will be rewarded.
draw Spider Queen. Mix Spider. It's funny, there's nothing has trample. We probably still want to kill the Inferno, but like an Exhibition here and then Fumes. Fumes targeting. Maybe it's actually this thing. This gives haste too. You block flyers for days. Gonna sack the or exile this thing. Alright. I mean, you're up. No attacks. We have a second Exhibition. They can pop this up to 5 now, so we need to find like Blood on the Snow or Meathook Massacre at some point. Got a lot of them. Got a lot of them. Everything attacks Lolth again. But now I can line some blocks up that actually kill things, which is kind of cool. So you can go like here, here. I guess just here. Wait. Maybe I want to actually be here. And Nistia is better than this here. So keep the 4/4 alive. Still kills the Brigiri. Yeah, this is fun.
Aren't I the generous one?
Used all of our lessons this game, which is wild because we have 5 of them. All right, they're up on their legend chapter 3. They have 3 attackers. I'm gonna draw off Lolth, I think. So we're gonna cast Exhibition anyway, so I don't think we need extra spiders. All right, sure.
But we will catch you.
All right, so you go. This is like slightly risky, so they can remove the Inkling. Oh god, here we go. All right, they hit land. All right. So we'll probably need to draw a Blood on the Snow or a Massacre, which will be nice. Obviously, those are key cards in our deck, you know. Oh my god. It is funny, but The Inferno of Star Mounts actually gives them a way to like combo kill. They can just keep making red mana off of their Brigiri. They can pump it all into the Inferno. Oh my god. This gives trample now too. I think we're dead. This is a silly card. Vornklex also. Okay. Now all the counters are doubled too. I think they got us, folks. I think they got us. Hopefully game 3 they won't draw Bard Class, you know? I guess they tapped their Inferno of Star Mounts. I don't know if they can kill us. I don't even know what's going to happen, folks. Just going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs a little bit and admire what's happening. Just draw Blood of a Snow, I guess. They can give haste something, too. Feels like we're dead. I guess, like, nothing has trample but the Vornklex, but they can give trample with the mana from the thing. So, I'm pretty sure we're, like, unbelievably dead here, but that's okay. Block here. For game 3, you know, they could just not draw Bard Class. Pretty cool. I'd appreciate that. Alright, game 3. I'm going to bring a second Duress. I'm going to cut, cut something. And your Professor, maybe? Sure. Alright, game 3. 2 Duresses for Bard Class, and literally nothing else. But again, if they just don't have Bard Class, their deck like is just really, really non-functional. So, on the play. Alright, we didn't draw Duress, but we're going to keep. It's not great, but there's no way they can have Bard Class 3 games in a row. It's impossible. Impossible. Twitch ya. Good draw. Okay. Now we're going to dispute. Set up return 3 Edgar. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Alright, they don't got it. That's good. The Ringheart Crest is here. So we're going to learn for... We're drawing some cards. I think Exhibition's fine. Professor and another tap land? Oh, man. Alright, there we go. Go get him, buddy. I can play Legends too, you know. Me and Edgar. Sabella, sure. Spider Queen. Cool. Professor. This one's gonna get... This Fumes. Sinkhole. Go. Again, Fumes is not a sacrifice. You have to exile the creature, so I can't Fumes away the Edgar for value. Tankin. Savel's going to make an Icy Manolith. Really good draft card. And play a Dire Overlord, sure. Well, there's the Duress. There's no way they have Bard Class in their hand. So, not super interesting casting that. Pretty happy just fuming away the Overlord, honestly. I guess I'll cast Duress. Whatever. I doubt they have a spell in their hand, but also we can see their hand too, so you can see what's up. They have a Partners and a Stika God of a Tree. Okay. So, fumes this, sack this. Sinkholes for days, get it for 4. At present, Edgar's doing some pretty good work. We get Spider Queen next turn. The Menace Spiders act pretty well too. They drew a Silvery Moon Ranger. That's pretty good. Alright, so... that's pretty good. That's a pretty good draw. And they have a 5/5 haste. They're gonna attack me? That's aggressive. That's really aggressive. Attack you. Spider Queen. Spider Queen. Spider Queen. Tapland, go.
Do what I demand.
They're at 7. Oh. Okay. Pretty good draw, pretty good draw. We're getting into the grind now. Everything attacks me? No. Is it vigilance too? I think we're stuck pumping the brakes here and making some blocks. It really sucks they just drew Bard Class, but our attacks just aren't good anymore. We just need to like pump the brakes and try and draw a sweeper. So that being the case, maybe we kill Sabella. That's their one guaranteed way to get spells. We're taking 8, but we'll have a decent amount of blockers next turn. Alright. Haven. Alright, am I willing to draw a card here? What a tight game. Clock's ticking too. I'm gonna draw a card. Blood on the Snow. No, never. Million years. Alright, well, if they find a haster, I guess they can give anything haste. Oh god, I think we're just dead here. Level 3. Oh my god. Runner, Bard Class into the free creature. Oh my god. They had Bard Class and another Partners. Alright. Should tap the Partners and play for mana, right? Okay, they whiffed. Still alive for a turn. Not dead yet. Wait, are we dead? We're extremely close to dead, actually. This is first strike. Okay, this goes here. This jumps. This jumps. Blocks here. We go to 1. Jesus.
I will. We will slay our enemies.
You fight for me now.
Mascot Sciences Confront.
Aren't I generous?
I prefer if I didn't draw a legendary creature here. So you're telling me there's a chance. They're at 7. Shambling Ghast. We're at 1 life.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Attacks. Attack with everything. They block 1, 2, 3, 4. They go to. If I fire up the Haven, they block Haven 4/4, 4/4, 2/1. I think they're just dead. Let's double check this real fast. So they can't block the Menace Spiders. They have 4 blockers. They block Edgar, Haven, 4/4, Professor of Symbology. Take 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I think they're just dead. They can't. They can add a bunch of mana, but then nothing they can do with it. All power and toughness. I'm pretty sure they're just dead here. Oh, we're going for it. So. Oh wait. Oh my god, I counted this as an attacker. Okay. Might be in trouble. I think I for some reason I was counting this as an attacker, I think. I was, wasn't I?
A gift in exchange for you.
1 it is. Although I think we're
I
we're still
serve
somewhat
you
okay.
what I demand.
Keep this one.
My power is for annihilation.
We have 5 blockers. God, what a game. What a match. What a match. A little sloppy there on my part. A little sloppy. They don't draw a legend, they're dead. They do draw a legend. Oh my god. Alright. And they're off to the races. Alright. This thing giving all our stuff vigilance is so huge right now. They're just actually popping off. It's literally all spells. Okay. It's night too. They can give trample. Oh man, we're just dead now. God, that was sick. And Vorinclex too. Alright, whatever. Alright, yeah, I mean, some very timely draws on their part for sure, but their deck's definitely super sweet. If we would have lost anyway, even if we didn't attack. Because they would have killed us regardless. This turn's obviously not an inch's turn, it's a mile's turn. So couldn't draw Blood on the Snow or Meathook Massacre, unfortunately. See if they fly too close to the sun here. All right. They got us. They got us. Definitely, like I said, some timely draws for sure. But their deck is cool. Their deck is very cool. So 2-1, and that was a really, really long match. We're gonna call it 3 games today because that was almost 2 hours of 3 matches. So definitely that was a crazy game. So Deck is definitely super cool. I'm a little surprised we lost that one, honestly. I guess that we just can't remove Bard Class. So if they draw Bard Class, they're our favorite, but like without it, they're just like a huge dog. But they had all 3 games, obviously. Otherwise, we answer their creatures very well. And even then, like, we won a game where they cast every spell in their deck. If we had just drawn Blood in the Snow at some point that game, maybe they would have popped off anyway in that last turn. But yeah, definitely a super cool version of the black deck. Great answer to creature decks for sure. Edgar was great. Professor was great. Vanishing Verse was pretty good. It was a little awkward here and there, but overall, yeah, I love his black decks. I'm a huge fan of Lolth. Edgar fit right in. Maybe 4 is too many. It was very, very good, but maybe 4 is like a little bit too many. But all in all, deck seems great. So Philippe, of course, won the Hoaxies tournament, as I said. Congrats to them for winning the tournament, and deck's super cool. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'm Davis for CoolStuffInc.com. I go to CoolStuffInc.com, get all your Magic card shopping done as well as game shopping. Promo code Jim5, 5% off your order. Free content every weekday. I'll see you every Monday for a video. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm Jim Davis. I'll see you next time.